Hi, this is Nitin from Tech Caesar. How are you guys? So today I recorded this video to show you that how you can connect the Salesforce API with your Postman so that you can quickly test the API functionality and use those APIs into your project accordingly. It's a pretty straightforward couple of steps which we need to take, and then it's ready to use. So first of all, Salesforce provides the REST APIs, and they have a Postman collection, and they are continuously updating based on the new releases. So it's a very good start. So rather than you are writing the APIs from scratch, you should look into the Postman collection first, and if those APIs suits you, use those. Otherwise, yes, the APIs which are not part of collection, you can use the developer document and try to write those. So here, so this is the URL, postman.com slash salesforce hyphen developers workspace salesforce hyphen developers. So once you will hit this URL into the browser, it will open up API collection into the Postman. And this, as I said, that this API collection is being maintained by Salesforce developers, and they are continuously updating it. So they have grouped it. For an example, these are the MuleSoft APIs. These are the Salesforce Commerce Cloud APIs, which they have put it here in this collection. And this is the Salesforce Platform APIs, where we are interested in today's session, right? So they have a bunch of APIs in these folders, right? So what we really need to do that, for example, today we are interested in Salesforce Platform API. So what we need to do that we need to create a fork here. So click on these three dots and hit fork, and then you need to put your label so that you can remember that it's forked one. And here you need to give the workspace name in your so that it can be created under this workspace in your local Postman app or browser, and then click on the core collection. Once you will do it, you will start seeing these APIs under under a Postman collection. So for example, here in this case, it has been created. This is showing it in Progress fork, right? So it has been forked now. So that's the first step, that create a fork. Second step is you need to whitelist a Postman URL. So for that one, log in into your org and go into the setup and then course. And under the course, you need to click on new, and in the new you need to put the URL postman.co, right? Postman.co, correct? And hit save, and then again click the new and put the postman.com URL so that it can be whitelisted when, because ultimately Postman will try to connect with your org, right? So here you are whitelisting it. I will put these two URLs as well into the description section. So this is the second step. Now come back to your Postman app and click on this Salesforce Platform API and go into the authorization. Under the authorization, auth type is 2.0, and then leave everything as it is. We do not need to change anything. Only one thing what we need to do, that in the variable section, if you are using the developer sandbox or the production to connect the APIs, then you need to put the login.salesforce.com. If you are using sandbox, then it should be test.salesforce.com. So since I'm using developer sandbox, so that's why it is a login.salesforce.com. Now come back to authorization tab and go down, and here you will see get new access token. Once you will click on this, if you are not logged in into your org, it will ask you the username and password. Since I'm already logged in, so that's why it is asking allow or deny. So click on allow and go back to the Postman. It is saying authentication completed. Click on proceed. Here we got the access token, and this is the URL that for this URL you got the access token. So copy this instance URL, because we need it, and then click on use token. Okay. When you click on use token, what happens that the token has been copied in here. Okay. Now go to the variables and paste your instance URL here, because ultimately This is this is being used to connect with the APIs. And now go back to authorization and copy the whole access token and put it into the access token area here. Okay, and hit Control S. Okay, now changes have been saved. So this is the time to test the APIs. So what we need to do that click on rest, and let's click on versions, and here let's try this API. So we are getting the API response. If you will see, we are connecting at this moment. It is connecting with my developer sandbox, and I'm getting the result. Let's quickly see another API, which is limits, and hit enter, and again I'm getting a result. So this is how we can connect the Postman collection just with the Salesforce Org. First one, create a core. Second, put the Postman URL into the course in under the org. Third, get the access token and copy the access token into the access token variable, and copy the endpoint into the endpoint variable, right? And then you are good to go to use these APIs. So thank you for watching my video. Bye bye.